What do you feel when you look at this or this? It feels strangely familiar for the most people. Not because you have been there before, but because they feel like a memory you forgot years ago. I wanted to recreate that feeling in a game. A place that feels empty, nostalgic, and weird at the same time. So, I started making a weirdcore, dream-inspired game in Unity. The story, the game is gonna look like that backroom slope, so I started with the story. The main character is in coma after an accident. All the levels are dreams shaped by trauma. The story focuses on being ignored, anxiety, loneliness, trauma, and topics like losing someone. That's the story in a nutshell. A separate video will cover the full story once the game is finished. For now, this is enough. When I started this project, I chose a PS1 style graphic, but after some thinking, the direction shifted toward a Source Engine look. It feels uncanny for most people, but it also fits the atmosphere better. Since high contrast is required for the dreamcore aesthetics, both styles were mixed, and this is the result. After finishing the overall look, I started to making a main menu. For the background, the goal was a childish feeling. It started with hills, a tree, and grass. A blank black sensor-like void was added for the weirdness. Simple props like a chair and a slide were placed for a nostalgic tone. The results feel solid enough to continue with UI. I really like this scary looking eye that everyone uses. There was no clear copyright source, so I made it myself to evade risks. First, I recorded my own eye, made it black and white, removed the surroundings, and converted it to a GIF. Weirdcore often uses retro fonts and glitching things, so I made that in main menu. At a random chance, some creepy text and eye GIF appears and glitches. It is basic, but creates a discomfort and weirdness. While making the main menu, an idea came to my mind: a photo camera. The main gameplay mechanic revolves around the camera. Across the game, shadows appear without objects. Taking a photo reveals what is actually there. A door without a handle becomes usable after photographing it. Some entities may only exist through the camera. This becomes the core gameplay system. Other gameplay mechanic, which is my favorite, is self-lobotomy. I used lobotomy as a disturbing concept to create discomfort. It's a disturbing medical treatment which destroys frontal cortex and causes really serious psychological problems like schizophrenia. Lobotomy sticks can be found in the world, and a QuickTime event triggers the self-lobotomy sequence. The intention is to make it feel gross and shocking. The mechanic allows bypassing obstacles without puzzles. It has 4 stages, and each stage, except for the final one, introduces a new difficulty, such as hunting monsters, while removing a major obstacle. Sometimes game forces the mechanic's use. The final stage removes all puzzles and obstacles, replacing them with a unique entity called Dream Hunter, a massive, flesh-like being capable of breaking reality. When it spawns, the camera locks onto it until the animation finishes. The sky collapses into emptiness. The Dream Hunter emerges and pulls itself into the dream. From that point on, gameplay turns into pure hide and seek until the exit is found. The entire level collapses. This is what I ended up with for the idea. This week, the focus is on implementing the camera mechanic and building the basics of the lobotomy system. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see the final version of the game. Bye!